I'm not joking you. Whenever I started doing that, I used to feel very, very lethargic after I ate, but now I just feel completely energetic and ready to go. Quazi here, and in this video, I want to show you how you can reduce your sleep quota. Now, before I begin this video, actually, I wanted to share with you that I'll be giving away a free copy of my book, Life Mastery. So comment Life Mastery down below to be enrolled in a contest where I'll be picking a random winner at the end of the week to give a free ebook copy away too. So just comment Life Mastery down below, and this book contains all of my daily practices when I started off with the law of attraction to really accelerate my manifestations and the daily practices that I do right now. So without further delay, let's get started with this video. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to reduce your sleep quota. And why is this even important? So, if you're sleeping 8 hours a day in a 24-hour day, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1/3 of your life you're sleeping away. So if you had a car and it was down 33% of the time, would you consider it a good car or a bad car? Is it a useful car? I don't think so. So, if your system is just sleeping 8 hours a day, and now most people have this belief system where they're like, oh, you must sleep 8 hours a day in order to become fully rested. And, if you believe that, then that'll be a reality. But I've always believed that there's a way that we can reduce our sleep quota. And for years and years, I've tried to reduce my sleep quota and how long I sleep. I've always wanted to sleep 6 hours and just be completely rested, because I saw people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, people like Tony Robbins, and my guru and my mentor, Sadhguru, who sleeps 4 hours a night, and he says that, sleep is not even necessary. What you need in your body is rest. So you don't really need sleep, you just need your system to be able to rest. So, being a big fan of sleep myself, I used to sleep 8 to 9 hours a night. And I desperately wanted to change this because I wanted to live more of life and become more and more productive every single day. So I could just sleep whenever I wanted and wake up really early and still do my spiritual practices, get started with the day early, and not feel bogged down by it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 2 things that actually implemented this change. So after years and years of trying to reduce my sleep quota, the exact 2 things that have helped me reduce my sleep quota successfully. Now, I tried things like biphasic sleep, where you just sleep 3 hours and then another 3 hours and then another 3 hours or something like that. Or you take like a couple of naps. You sleep 4 hours a night and then you take 2 naps. And it wasn't too effective for me. I didn't want to live like that. I didn't want to just take a nap throughout the day, because who knows if I'll even have time for a nap. So instead, what I wanted to do was just reduce my sleep quota slowly and slowly. And what I've started to do, the 2 things that I've started to do have actually started to help. So in this video, I'm going to share with you those exact 2 things. Now, I know most of you are going through school, or every single day you want a little bit more time in your day so you can do the things that you want to do. And if you implement these practices, I'm sure they might help you. So let's begin. The first thing that I did was to implement a stable spiritual practice every single day. And this is known as sadhana. Sadhana is your personal spiritual practice, or your personal cocktail of spiritual practices that you do that has worked for you and that will work for you. So if you stay very disciplined and very constant with your spiritual practices, then you will notice results not in just your sleep quota reducing, but in every other aspect of your life. I'm not joking when I say this. If you have a stable time every single morning, every single night, or maybe in the middle of the day even, where you just sit down and meditate for 20 minutes. Like if you meditate 20 minutes every single day, your life will change profoundly. Like if you can do this for a year straight, you will get massive results. And it's all about building a momentum with whatever you're doing. So when a train first starts off, a locomotive, it has very little momentum, but it takes a lot of energy to really start it up. But once it's at full momentum, it's very, very difficult to stop. I want you to become a very powerful locomotive where you're just a spiritual beast. So have a constant daily practice that you do no matter what, whether it be just sitting down for 15-20 minutes to meditate, a yoga practice. So personally, I have a yoga practice in the morning, and then nighttime before bed, I meditate for 20 minutes. And I've been doing this for the past 8-9 months, and now I'm finally reaping the results. So it takes a little bit of time for some people, but for other people who are less rigid and their energies are more flexible, the results are much quicker. And who knows what you are. So just try it out and see what works. And the second thing I'm going to share with you, and this was really, really life-changing for me, was to change my relationship with food. Now, most of the time when I was eating food, I found out in my meals that I would always want to watch TV. Like I couldn't put even a little bit of food in my mouth without watching TV. So I always had TV turned on and I'm eating food. Now, what do you think this does for you? Once you're associating TV with food and you're eating unconsciously, you're doing one thing and then the other, then your body starts to just go on autopilot and you're not living consciously. So what I started to do instead was start eating my food more consciously. So when I ate food, when I had my meals, I just did that. In complete silence, I just do this now. Every single meal I have, I just sit down and try to eat that food consciously. Because when you're eating food and you're putting food into your body, a very, very powerful thing is happening. That exact food is becoming you. When I eat my omelets in the morning, those omelets are then going into my body and becoming Quazi. And this is a very powerful phenomenon. You're becoming one with the food right before your very eyes. So a certain amount of consciousness and a certain amount of respect needs to be given to this field. So that's what I started to do. I just started to eat a little bit more consciously every single day. I have 2 meals a day, one at 11 and one at 6 p.m. and I just eat them consciously in complete silence. I take 30 minutes to just sit down and enjoy my food. And you'll see that once you start doing this, you will automatically start feeling more energetic after your meals. I'm not joking you. Whenever I started doing that, I used to feel very, very lethargic after I ate, but now I just feel completely energetic and ready to go. I just sit down quietly and imagine myself becoming one with this food. You can even say some sort of a prayer before you eat. I just put my hands together, put it up to my forehead, and stay like that for around 30 seconds. I don't even say anything. I just hold this position. And once you do this in yoga means becoming one with something. Whenever you're becoming one with life, this is the position that you hold. So before eating food, I just say a little grace, and I don't really say anything. I just hold this position and put it up to my forehead as though I'm becoming one with the food to signify my oneness with this food. And then I just eat it completely consciously. So no other distractions, nothing else. I just focus on eating my food and then imagine it becoming a part of me. And when you do this, your relationship with food completely changes. Now this, there will no longer be any more indulgence. There will just be eating food for fuel and to fuel your body. And your whole system will gain this new sort of vitality that'll help you in your everyday life. So this one practice completely changed my life. Eating food a little more consciously helped me sleep a lot less. So I used to sleep 9 hours back in the day. I would need 8.5 to 9 hours of sleep. And now I can easily sleep 7 hours and 6.5 within the past 5 months, 5-6 months that I've been doing all of these practices. So first of all, having a stable spiritual practice. Second of all, eating food very, very consciously. And I strongly encourage that whenever you're eating food, just don't talk to other people, don't talk to your friends. Maybe once in a while you can do that. Don't be too strict and harsh on yourself. But generally, 90% of the time, you want to be very, very conscious of the food you're eating, because a very powerful event is occurring right now, a very powerful energetic exchange between you and the food, where this food is becoming a part of you. So even apart from that, if you're just living your life a little bit more consciously, you will find that the quality of your life will change. Because consciously living, you wouldn't consciously choose to suffer. You would just consciously choose to be blissful and pleasant all the time. And if you can train your consciousness by doing spiritual practices like meditation, by eating your food consciously, by standing up straight and holding your spine erect, by breathing through your stomach, all of these practices are very, very powerful. And these little things all have a deeper principle, which is conscious living. I can guarantee you that any of your problems will be solved if you just live a little bit more consciously every single day. And consciousness is like a magic pill that makes magic happen. So with that, thank you for watching this video, and I hope this helped, and I hope you'll try this out. Just try it out. Just every single day, whenever you're having a meal, become conscious of it. Just eat it quietly. And just imagine it becoming a part of you. Hold your hands like this and imagine this food becoming one with you. Hope this video helped. Hope you'll try this out. Leave me a comment below if this helped, and if you have any sort of questions, just let me know down below in the comment section. And also, I'm growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff. If you're interested in joining, click on the link in the description below. I know I would have been glad to have a Facebook group like this with 1,100 members now, which is amazing. And when I started off with the law of attraction first, I really didn't know what I was doing and if I was even doing the right things. So it would have been really great to have a group like this to share with. Click on the link below to join. Hope I see you there. And also, I'm sad to announce the Reality Mastery program is closed for enrollment in April, but we will be opening up in May, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Peace!